Alrighty then, hey everyone, Animal Man here, how is it going? Welcome to Overwatch and welcome to another competitive match in which I cannot completely guarantee that I remember everything that happened in this match, but I'm going to commentate it over and act like I know what's going on anyway because that's how we do. And so that's what's going to be going on for the next little while. We got Zenyatta and the biggest and the reddest of blobs who is playing Junkrat. This is his Junkrat map, one of his Junkrat maps rather. So he's definitely going to be playing Junkrat on defense on Dorado. We do have a kind of an interesting comp. We have D.Va, normally associated with offense power, a tank normally associated with offense power, but no Rhine, no Orisa, just hogging it, just D.Va-ing it, and going to got a very offensive defense. Um, Even Junkrat can be used pretty well offensively, I feel, of all the defense heroes. So I don't know. This is going to be kind of interesting. Interested to see how this comp is going to work out. We do have our two supports in the form of Ana and Zenyatta. And of course, your boy is going to be playing Zenyatta as per freaking usual for season 4 at least. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the next season. I think I'm going to try and do a Reaper slash Genji for next season, but I don't really know. Anyways, the couple of us are going to set up on the high ground as you do, but we don't have a Reinhardt shield, so the tank's just kind of like, screw this crap. Anyways, I hear a Reaper teleporting, and I actually didn't see where he had teleported in the in the actual game because I was focused on down there, but he just kind of teleported up there and then went around, and we actually managed to take him out pretty easy. And we're actually getting quite a number of picks here as Roadhog is putting in some work, as well as our D.Va, as well as Bleb, and so we're going to be able to. I'm just going to be able to maintain my position, juggling my orbs to whoever needs whatever, and I'm going to be. The Reaper decides to do the exact same thing that he did earlier, where he teleports up there. Only this time he actually gets a mech and kills a boy, which is unfortunate as mess. And I hear a hog, and it is scaring me. So I'm kind of being cautious. I'm not sure if jumping down was the best idea, but I kind of just wanted to be with the team, especially with that Reaper reaping. Hog is in fact behind us, so that's where the freaking noises came from, as it doesn't actually look like anyone here is really using the Reinhardt. This Reaper is he's just dedicated to a single strategy. I can respect that. Whatever, man. So anyways, I'm going to continue throwing my orbs. Trying to get over to Roadhog as he's slowly decaying. Soldier's going to be up there, and I'm going to let D.Va take care of him as I give him both my Discord and my Harmony to give her support as I maintain this position. Hearing the Reaper, that's for sure, but not really being able to do anything about it. This D.Va bomb actually takes out our Roadhog, and their Roadhog actually took out our D.Va's mech, which is bad. And they got a third kill as well, and I'm about to be the fourth. So this is where they're going to be able to really start pushing, especially since basically only one person is over there, and Bleb's coming back. So yeah, that's kind of a drag, but it's all good. We can still hold them. We actually did hold them pretty dang well at the spawn, for crying out loud. So we can still hold them here at the doorway, especially if no one dies like that. I die. Freaking screw you too, man. Definitely shouldn't have woken that Reaper up without charging. That was a mistake that I regret. And unfortunately, I'm going to be dying there, kind of jumping around, trying not to get hit. But anyways, so they are unfortunately going to be able to take the point here. Quite unfortunately indeed. And so we're going to have to hold back here a little bit more. And I need to be paying attention as to what's going on, because it looks like they're pushing up a decent bit, and we're also pushing kind of deep into their territory as well, which isn't really helpful for us because we need to give them space so that when they die it actually means something instead of respawning right next to where they died. So want to give him a decent walk, but we're going to maintain this positioning for now. I'm going to do a decent amount of damage to this freaking Roadhog, man. Get stuck on a pillar and then gotta run, gotta go. Gotta help my tanks. Gotta help this Ana help these tanks, and then just gotta fire right through here because it's gonna be kind of hard to miss people there. I hear sound cues. The Ana accidentally ulted the. That's what I'm yelling about. The Ana accidentally The Ana accidentally ulted the Zenyatta, and then the Zenyatta ulted as if that would help his nano boosted state, which I thought was freaking hilarious. So anyways, we're going to be able to clean up shop here because of that mistake. We're going to be able to maintain the momentum that we need. Here I kind of make a weird play, but I'm okay with it because it was freaking hilarious. Basically, I charged up my moves, and then the soldier took all of it and then blew himself up with a rocket that also killed me. So that's fun. I can appreciate that, dadgummit. So anyways, going to be continuing on back over here. The payload hasn't really moved much, which is of course a very good thing. And doesn't seem like there's much of an enemy team here. So it looks like they're either grouping up or they're all dead, because I'm getting carried, because, you know, whatever. Soldier, I see two people over there. I assume someone's going to come over here, and in fact it is the Roadhog who decides to flank, or kind of flank. Looks like D.Va's stuck there. Unfortunately, I think the D.Va did enough damage to me so that when the Death Blossom did come, I was unable to react in time because I had taken so much damage that the Death Blossom took less than a second to take me out, and unfortunately my reflexes are not quite up high. I would have been able to save a lot of lives there, potentially save some payload progress as well, but unfortunately that was simply not to happen, and now we are backed up to the entrance of the bank, Lumerical, I believe that's what it's called, and freaking Reaper behind. Jeez Louise. Anyways, I hear the Soldier 76 ult. I think that's what I heard. Yeah, and so I decided to ult based on a response to that, nullify that ult. Anyways, there's Zen is going to trance here, which is going to nullify our Hog's ult. Not completely, but it's not really going to be doing any damage at all. Because of that, and so here I kind of decided to jump into the fray a little bit, which was kind of a mistake. Usually I have moments where I do that and it's not a mistake, because I actually like do stuff, but probably should have stayed back where I belong in the kind of backline-ish, and been a little general boy man guy and freaking anyways. Let's continue trying to find opportunities to throw our Discord orbs and Harmony orbs in ways that can help the team. Tried to get the Roadhog's feet there, but didn't work out. Didn't quite work out. That's okay though. Bleb's gonna continue jumping around. We got a D.Va and a Roadhog on this side. Roadhog misses and ends up paying it for it. Yeah, he would have lived if he had hooked me, because I wouldn't have discorded him. So anyways, the D.Va bomb goes off. I don't really think it does it. Maybe it does. I missed that, unfortunately. I'm gonna charge this freaking Reaper. No fear. That was a mistake though. I got lucky with that. So I wouldn't recommend anybody playing Zenyatta to run up to Reapers unless you're feeling extremely confident. I can 1v1 a Reaper. I do know that for a fact, but if I have to be pretty dang good. And if I had landed a headshot, he probably also would have died, just for the record. I have 2 health, though. Jeez, freaking wheeze. Anyways, it's all good, though, because shields. So, anyways, going to kind of shoot through, make kind of a tight space, shoot through that tight space, and, like, not miss, except for when Reapers are on your butt and freaking destroy your soul, and no one's really on the point, not even the enemy team, but they just got a whole bunch of picks on us, so now is their prime time to push. They have 10 seconds on the clock, though, so we should be able to hold them here, theoretically. We have Junkrat. Unfortunately, Bleb kind of just runs in on himself, and that's definitely going to be the end of him. Sorry, bro. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and ult here at response of the soldier ulting. Unfortunately for me, it's kind of made a mistake where I went away from the team in order to stop the payload a little bit. But that was a mistake, and unfortunately, it didn't really cost me anything, but I shouldn't have done that. And unfortunately, they're actually going to be able to pick us off one by one and manage to take the last point. I probably shouldn't have tried to stick with the soldier there. I wanted to see if I couldn't outmaneuver him. I know I have before in the past. I know that I've been able to outmaneuver a soldier and get more headshots on him than he can get shots on me, and ultimately take him out with the help of my Discord orb. But with the nano boost, it definitely wasn't worth it. I should have probably run back towards the team, which was probably running back towards the payload, but I did not want to ignore a flanking soldier that was very dangerous in my eyes, and I felt like everyone was going to be focusing the payload, and so I felt like I needed to do something there, and I felt like I had the potential to maybe do it, but I think ultimately it wasn't worth it. So anyways, it's time for the attack mode. So yeah, let's do this. So, luckily for Bleb, no one's really flamed him about being a Junkrat yet, but I'm sure that somebody would if he had continued playing Junkrat on offense. No, this time he's going to be taking the role of Anna, while our previous Anna is going to be playing Farah, I believe. Could be wrong there. We do have a Reinhardt this time around. As we see, there's a Symmetra immediately, which is quite annoying and quite not okay. I'm not okay with it. I see the Reinhardt up there. I can't really make up anyone else. I assume there's a soldier up there. We got a flanking Reaper, so their Reaper's still reaping and what have you. But so, anyways, definitely that shield is almost down, and I see the Zarya's up there as well, which is interesting. Maybe they were expecting Bleb to continue playing Junkrat, but either way, our our soldier's down, and yeah, there's definitely some microwaving going on the other side of this arch, which I'm kind of scared of because I'm not really the best thing to deal with that. A hammer's pretty good against it though, but unfortunately he goes down. So I need to ninja kick these. By ninja kick, yeah, that normally I ninja. I'm sorry. Anyways, I managed to take out or help take out the Rhine, as there it unfortunately wasn't worth it, and I should have just backed up. But what can you freaking do? Poor Blibs had left to 1v1 a Zarya, and he actually makes it out alive. And but I need to shift my priorities to healing this Chone as he gets shreked by a Repper, as the Repper gets shreked by me. So that felt really good. That always feels really good when you shove 7 orbs into their face. Not 7, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that dude's not behind the shield, and I want to take advantage of that by shooting into his face. But it's a Zarya, so she's got bubbles and stuff. Basically, all that I have to do here is spam, and since I have a decent amount of damage output, it's not really a bad strategy. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save Bleb, even though I had the reflexes for the ult there. Unfortunately, it wasn't worth it. I'm gonna get Graviton to the freaking. I don't know what that was. It was a waste of an ult, and I'm perfectly fine with it. So yeah. Anyways, and in the meantime, while I'm hanging up on the ceiling like Spooder Zen, they're gonna get all of the picks. I saw like 4 picks while I was hanging up there doing absolutely nothing with my life. Poor Zarya wasting ults, as you do, getting a little bit aggressive, not even gonna lie. I usually try and stay with the payload as Zen. That usually just seems like a good idea for me. So yeah, I'm going to be hanging out around here. So far we're doing pretty good, and I think we're actually doing much better time-wise than they were doing. So that's incredibly nice. The Reinhardt is going to peak a little bit there, and he doesn't have a team behind him. So I'm kind of curious as to where the team is. I know the Reaper's going to try and flank. He's been doing that for a while now, and so I kind of am expecting him to. That's why I keep spy checking, because this is TF2 now, dadgummit. And so anyways, the Earth Shatter comes through, and unfortunately, with the help of a soldier, boy man, definitely going to be able to take us out, which is unfortunate. So yeah. So anyways, continuing on here, I want to see how far they pushed up. They've got a D.Va on the roof. D.Va's not going to be staying there with a Discord orb on her, though. And So I don't know. I kind of want to put pressure on her because she's going to be putting a decent amount of pressure on us. Not doing a ton of damage, but still kind of chipping away at us. And unfortunately, I couldn't help that Pharah there. I'm not sure if me getting my Harmony Orb would have actually helped her in the long run. But unfortunately, I'm going to weaken the D.Va, but I maneuver around in a way that's apparently predictable to her, and she managed to take me out pretty easily there, unfortunately. So once again, another failure of a 1v1. Need to work on those, I guess. So anyways, continuing on, I heard this Reaper. I freaking heard this Reaper. You are dead. You are the most dead. You just got shreked by a Zenraba. So, anyways, continuing on here, I'm the only one on the payload, with the exception of this hog here, and I guess Blep, who came out of nowhere. I know this match. I really do. And so I kind of wanted to back up a little bit there. D.Va kind of wastes the ult there. I don't fully understand the Laliak. I don't understand the Laliak of that Zenyatta either because he's very much not in position. But then again, I do that all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and ult here in response to the Sanic Hammerman. And I'm going to get a solid shot in the face to that poor Anna, the poor grandma, and that poor, just everything's so poor. There's so much poverty in Dorado, especially on the enemy team, especially this poor D.Va, just poor. It's so much poor. We made it to the checkpoint. Definitely made it to the checkpoint. All we have to do is do a little bit better than them. Nice and wasted ult. That pick feels really good right there. Not even going to lie. And so we should be able to put in some work for this last match. I'm feeling pretty confident. They didn't make it all the way to the end. Or no, they did. They definitely made it all the way to the end. So we need to make it all the way to the end. And we can totally do that. We have all the resources we need. They definitely have a Mercy and an Ana. The Ana just got to pick on the soldier. Which is bad. They have a Bastion, and I'm trying to focus down the Bastion. I hear the die, but unfortunately I walked into it, which didn't go very well for me, obviously. But anyways, I really like to focus Bastion as Zenyatta because I can do a lot of damage to Bastion. My projectiles are straight now, perfectly straight, so I can hit them very easily, and the Discord Orb helps the entire team focus down Bastion, and every good team is going to focus down Bastion first. Anyways, Reaper's gonna reap, but then also get wrecked. There's some people on the high ground there. We got a Pharah and a Reinhardt trying to do some work up there. As I'm trying to take on the payload, we with the soldier. I'm trying to get to the Roadhog, but unfortunately not in time, just in time to watch him die. Once again, trying to focus the Bastion, who's still in that same positioning. So I'm going to do a ton of damage to him, but he's going to move out of the way. And so I'm going to let him do that as the Reinhardt barrier is almost down, which is going to help us tremendously. And I hear a gotcha on my sights, I think. Or no, I just know that the soldier's up there. So, yeah, no, our soldier got you in the sights. So, in response to the Reinhardt ulting, I decide to ult myself, and I end up kind of in the back line here. They're in range for their Bastion to definitely be able to take me out. The D.Va bomb is going to come through. We get 2 picks, and then there, a Reinhardt solo ulted Bleb so hard, and that Ryan just did not want Bleb to live. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. But unfortunately, we definitely lost. They got all the picks that they needed in order to win, and so unfortunately, we did not make it this round. We tried really hard. We did pretty dang good too. We held them pretty good. We kept them on overtime, and I mean it was a pretty good match. So I was pretty happy with how well we did, and I was pretty happy to get a nice, good old competitive match with Blevin. So, anyways, here we had the play of the game. You could see the eloquent skill that was used there. By the soldier. I'm proud of myself. Screw you guys. So, anyways, that's definitely going to be the end of this match. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Take care, and goodbye.